this is Nick and Ryan with Zachos Realty. We're sitting in our office here in Venice, Florida, right here on the island. We also have an office in downtown Sarasota. Today's video, we're going to talk to you a little bit about the golf communities that make up Venice. We've had a lot of clients, especially relocation clients, that are looking to purchase in golf neighborhoods or neighborhoods that have golf courses. We decided to put together a thorough guide of those communities, and we said, hey, well, since we're doing that, we might as well jump on here and shoot a video. Venice is a very sought after destination for snowbirds, for retirees, and now even younger families. I think what draws people to Venice is that outdoor lifestyle. You can literally walk from downtown to the beach without crossing a bridge. One of the only places in the country where you can do that. Part of that outdoor lifestyle leads us to golf, and I think that's a big part of why people are coming to this area. We want to highlight these communities, and we're going to jump into that. We're going to start with Venetian Golf and River Club.
So this is one of the most northern courses in Venice. It's east of 75, so you have easy access to Sarasota and anywhere south, which I really like about that. And it's quiet. You don't really get any drive-through traffic in front of the community at all. This is a fully private course just recently. I believe it was semi-private a few years ago. Somewhat of a newer community, built in the early 2000s. You can find, single-family homes, estates, condos, and villas here. So there's really something for everyone. As far as amenities go, you have, a great clubhouse and a restaurant there. They have obviously the golf, tennis, a fitness center, and a great pool as well.
Yeah, I think one thing I like about Venetian Golf and River Club, just to interject before we jump to the next one, is they call it Golf and River Club. So you have this golf section up in the front of the neighborhood. It's a gated neighborhood, as Nick talked about. You have this golf clubhouse with a restaurant, and it feels beautiful, elegant, gorgeous. But then as you make your way toward the back of the community to the River Club, where all the amenities live, I also what think is unique about it is they have these walking trails and trails that go through the community, kind of connect into the amenity center and the surrounding woods, which then dump out to the Mayaca River, which the Mayaca River then in turn dumps out to the Gulf of Mexico. So it's very natural. It's very unique from that perspective. It's very outdoor driven, outdoor focused. So I think that's cool about that neighborhood. The next one we're going to jump into is Closa Lakes.
Yeah, so Closa Lakes, it's actually not located in Venice. It's technically Nokomis, North Venice. To me, it's kind of all the same thing. But I love the location because you're in between Venice and Sarasota, so it's quick and easy access to both. Here, this is actually semi-private. It's included within the Capri Isles, Waterford, Closa Lakes grouping. So a membership to one gets you access to all three courses and a ton of different memberships. So residents don't have to be members here, but I do like that you have access to all three. As far as amenities go, it's nice. Not as many as some of the other fully private ones, but you have a pool, fitness center, and some tennis courts as well. As far as home types, you got single family homes, and there's a portion that are actually maintenance free as well.
So a couple notes again that I want to highlight about Closa Lakes that I think are differentiators. Because it is a little bit older of a community, a little bit more established, there are some lots. We sold a couple homes in there recently, and the lots were half acre, so to have that, you can't find that in new construction nowadays. So to have that, the larger lots, the privacy, I think is really cool. Because it also is a little bit older of a community, it feels a little bit more natural, established. There's some like the oak canopies going over the streets. A lot of these big grandfather oaks and stuff like that in the community. Also, I think a big selling point to Closa Lakes is the actual physical location of it.
Definitely.
Close to 681. You can shoot over to Sarasota, shoot down to Venice Island. It's kind of right in the heart of it all. So something to consider there. The next one we're going to talk about, number 3, is Capri Isles. I actually own something in Capri Isles, but I love that little section of Venice. But Nick can talk a little about that.
Yeah, definitely. I actually like this location a lot too. You're centrally located in Venice, between downtown and 75. So, you're probably 10 minutes to either of them. So as far as like the community itself goes, there's a ton of different communities that make up Capri Isles. So we kind of lumped them all into one. But this is definitely one of the more affordable golf communities in Venice, or really in the entire Sarasota area. You're looking at prices starting in the 200s, which is great. But as far as amenities go, there's something for everyone there. And as far as home types, same thing goes for this. It's condos, villas, single family homes. This was also one of the earlier golf communities built in Venice, starting in the 70s, but it was built out through probably like the early 2000s.
Just highlighting a couple of things that I think are unique about Capri Isles is the physical location. To be 3 miles, I believe it is, from Capri Isles Boulevard to downtown Venice. So I think getting as close to the beach as possible is a very desirable thing. So being in this golf course surrounding community, I think historically speaking, back in the 70s and 80s, when these condo buildings are being developed and some of these villas are being developed in Capri Isles, the concept was you could literally grab your golf bag and walk or take your golf cart over to Capri Isles golf course, no matter what community that you're in Capri Isles. So really like that. It's kind of all built around the golf course, but in being in such a good location as well is awesome. So the next one is Waterford.
Yeah, this is another one of the sister courses with Capri Isles and Closa Lakes. This one actually differs from them. There's 3 9-hole courses, and they're usually all in really nice shape. Another, obviously semi-private, but gated community. There's some great amenities here as well. You got a pool, a great clubhouse, and fitness center, and tennis as well. As far as when it was developed in the 90s, so a little newer than some of the other ones. And home types here, you're looking at single-family homes and detached maintenance-free villas as well, which I really like those. It's also one of the larger golf communities here. There's over 600 home sites. Oh, and then as far as the location goes, you're in North Venice. You're just north of Capri Isles, basically the same location. You're in between 75 and downtown, which is really convenient.
Yeah, and I think something to note with Waterford is having those 3 9-hole courses is awesome. Be able to mix up how you play your 18 any given day, I think is a unique attribute to the community. And also, as Nick talked about, that membership or the ownership group that now owns Capri Isles, Waterford, and Colusa, having that membership syndication, I think is really awesome. So if you live in Waterford, you pay for that membership, then you get access to those other courses. Waterford, again, is in a great geographical location. You could essentially ride your bike from Capri Isles to Waterford, and then you're not that far from Closa Lakes. So that whole area is a wonderful melting pot for golf, outdoor lifestyle, and even has some canals that shoot you out to the bay, which is kind of a cool area too. So the next one we're going to jump into is Pelican Point.
Pelican Point's another great location. It's central Venice, basically right across the street from the Capri Isles neighborhood. What separates this place, it's semi-private, but it's a championship facility. I mean, you wouldn't know if it was semi-private and if you were just walking through there. This course also has 3 9-hole courses. Residents here have great amenities. You got a pool, fitness center, tennis, pickleball courts, and the clubhouse also has a library and a restaurant as well. The membership's not required for residents, but the social membership is also available for them as well.
One thing to point out with Pelican Point in servicing our clients that want to be in Pelican Point, one thing that they always mention is how social the community is, with how many clubs, whether it's pickleball or tennis or golf, there's always something going on for anyone and everyone. Very, very social. It's easy to make friends, and I think that's what our clients are liking about Pelican Point.
Yeah.
Next, what we're going to talk about is Plantation, which is a very massive community.
Yeah, definitely the biggest golf community in Venice. It's massive. There's a ton of neighborhoods here. So amenities, I think they differ for each neighborhood, but most of them you'll find tennis, bocce ball, pickleball courts. Everyone has access to the clubhouse with the restaurant, fitness center, pools. Home types here, again, there's a ton of different stuff. Single family homes, you have patio homes, maintenance-free condos. Really, there's something for everyone here. And this one, there's also 2 18-hole courses here as well, Bobcat and Panther, and they're considered some of the nicest courses in Florida.
Yeah, I think if you're considering this area in general, it's worth checking out Plantation because every community looks and feels different. So I kind of like that aspect. You can come into one neighborhood, it's gated, and it feels very private and exclusive. It has its own little amenity pool. So you can go literally around the corner to one that's not gated, that feels a little older, a little more established, a little bigger, maybe even estate-style homes, So there's a great variety of different types of homes and communities within Plantation. So I think that kind of makes it feel unique in and of itself. And then the next one we're going to talk about is Jacaranda West.
So Jacaranda West, another great location, centrally located in Venice. It's one of the quieter neighborhoods. You don't get a ton of drive-through traffic here. It's right off of Jacaranda. It's great, easy access to 75. This is actually semi-private. As far as home types go, you're looking at maintenance-free condos, villas, and single-family homes as well. And there's not as many amenities, but you still have access to the clubhouse, tennis, and there's multiple pools as well.
In Jacaranda West, we always have those clients that ask us, hey, Ryan, where is value? Where can I find a house that might not be turnkey and I'm willing to invest $30, $50, $100,000 into a house and have positive equity in it. Jacaranda West seems like there are some opportunities, being that it was built in the 70s. That's when it, began development. There are some older homes, some are outdated. And because of that, it's such a nice community that you're not going to be in a bad position if you buy at a value in that community. So that's something to point out there. Number 8, Venice Golf and Country Club.
Yeah, so this is one of the more sought after golf communities in Venice, fully private, member owned, which was really nice. It was built in the early 90s. It's located in East Venice, just north of Welland Park, so easy access to 75 again. Residents have amenities here that include, clubhouse, fitness center, pool, tennis, and there's actually a restaurant in the clubhouse as well.
When you said member owned, it triggered something in my mind. I think that's actually really important in today's world. Real estate down here is so valuable. We've seen a lot of golf courses, even like when I was growing up in Sarasota, I was born and raised here. Sarasota Golf Club down is where I grew up. It actually got bought out and then was developed, and then D.R. Horton bought the golf course and developed it into a luxury neighborhood, which didn't hurt necessarily the value of the community, but you go from a golf course community to not. So
yeah.
Having equity membership, being a member-owned golf course is important because that will never be purchased. So that is something to ask in search when you are searching for a golf course community to buy a home in.
Yeah.
So the next one, Sarasota National, another newer construction community, but a wonderful community that Nick could talk about.
Yeah, definitely. This is actually part of the new master plan community, Welland Park. It's a Lennar community. It's fully private, and home types here, we got villas, condos, single family homes. Construction, this is one of the newer golf communities here. It started in 2008. Golf membership is required for residents, but it also includes a ton of awesome amenities. You got tennis, pickleball. There's actually a tiki bar, a pool, fitness center. I mean, everything is top of the line here.
Yeah. And I think that's, we're talking about Sarasota National now. We're talking about Lakewood National and Lakewood Ranch. We're talking about Welland Park here in a second, but all those are Lennar communities. If they know how to do anything, they know how to build these top-notch championship style golf communities that are excellent golf condition course, fun to play. They know how to make a fun course, and like I said, it's in great condition, and everything's newer. It feels very new, updated, and clean, and you have a very good variety of type of homes, whether it's small or large. But it's a wonderful course in Welland Park, which Welland Park is now starting to thrive and will continue to grow and develop. And then we'll jump right into, with that being said, Welland Park Country Club, which is another Lennar product.
Yeah, like you said, brand new Lennar community. It just opened in 2023, so the course right now is semi-private. I'm sure it'll change to private. Yeah. Once construction's done. It will be gated, but gates will be up through construction. But this is another great course. I mean, it's in excellent shape. We played it, a handful of times. It's great. Like I said, everything's still under construction right now, so it's tough to say, how great the amenities are. But I know they will include, the pool, clubhouse, fitness center, everything like that. And as far as home types go, there's actually some great affordable condos here and single family homes as well.
If you're looking at buying new construction, they always say it's best to buy in the early phase of a development rather than the latter phase. We know that the construction cost is going to rise. We know that the home prices will rise out throughout that construction. It's still phase 1 of construction at Welland Park, essentially. So there are some good opportunities to buy at value there at Welland Park, where like Sarasota National is completely built out. You're buying a resale at that point in Sarasota National. So if you're really looking for the Sarasota National type neighborhood, get in at cost at really good value, Welland Park is something that you should consider.
Definitely.
So another one, I just had a closing at this community recently, beautiful community, Boca Royale.
Yeah, so this is just south of Venice, just off of 41. So it's further from Sarasota and everything north, but it's quiet. You're actually closer to Englewood. But the community itself, it's one of the larger communities. It's 500 homes. And what I like about this one is it's great for young families, retirees, for everyone. There's a great social calendar here. It was actually developed in the 80s, but construction, I think it's still continuing.
Yep.
Yes. But as far as like types of homes go, you have single family homes and villas. And this is a semi-private course as well.
Like again, Boca Royale, you have these estate-style homes that were built 10 years ago alongside these brand new construction homes that are being developed and built by Neil currently. So that's a Neil product. Everyone recognizes Neil as a really good builder, one of the better big builders here in the area. The quality of construction is great. The finishes are great. The community is great. The location's great. There's a lot going for Boca Royale.
Yeah, definitely.
The last thing we're going to talk about, Nick can just run through them real quick. We're not going to dive into much specifics regarding them because these are just golf courses. They're not actual golf course communities, or neighborhoods where homes are, but we at least want to call out the golf courses as being really nice golf courses in the area.
Yeah, definitely. First one, we have a Mayaca Pines Golf Club. It's actually semi-private. There's 3 9-hole courses here. And what I like about this, it's extremely walkable. Each tee is close to the previous hole, so it's really convenient. Built in the 70s, and there's multiple membership types here, really for anyone, whether you're looking for full membership, equity, or maybe just a summer or seasonal pass. Then we have Lake Venice Golf Club, which is also 3 9-hole courses. It's public. What I like about this is the location. It's the only golf course on Venice Island, and it's super convenient because there's no tee times. If you ever just want to play at a whim, just drive over, and it usually plays pretty quick, at least in the summer.
I was gonna say, maybe not in January.
Yeah.
Right now, we could walk over and play quick.
And the last one is Mission Valley Golf and Country Club. This is fully private. It's located in North Venice, pretty close to Closa Lakes, actually. I think it's right across the street. But one of the nicer private courses here. It was built in the 60s. One of the older courses, actually. Ton of great neighborhoods close by. So if you're looking for something like that.
Sounds good. Well, we appreciate you tuning in. Like I said, we're going to have this in-depth guide. We just touched on a couple of the points for each of those communities. So we're going to have a guide that puts together everything that these communities have to offer, and that will be located in a description where you can click, you can download, you can get all that information. We're actually going to be working on now other golf community guides for different areas, Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, and even going to thorough relocation guides for you guys as well. So keep coming back for our stuff and download this information. If you have any questions at all, Nick or I we're here for you, and don't hesitate to reach out. And we look forward to talking to you soon.
Yeah, thanks for watching.